clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my
shout out to London, baby.
To let me fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass YouTube broadcasting off the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tommy C. Shopping Point. Boy, man, today is none other than the great Tobes.
Hello.
Hello, I think I needed, I don't know. I want you to be like my gay interviewer. I want you to be like that, you know, like on Hollywood. Like Mr. Affleck, how did you come up with the idea to take on Batman like you did? That's what I want you to do.
All right, fine. Also, speaking of, let me chill. Right after the show, I'm doing the Hollywood review with Dave.
Speaking of gay. But no, make sure you check that out. Dead on Davies in the description box below. Check out Dave. Right as it. Thank you very much. I had a great time and I have a lot to talk about. I'm sorry that I am not up to YouTube drama and or anything or social media trends and stuff. The only thing I did see is shoe on the head, take a shoe on the head when I was gone.
Yeah, I don't understand why Brittany Venti's going after her like that.
I want to discuss that if we have time, but otherwise we're going to do another show today because I'm going to make sure I get the 3 in this week like I always promise. So we'll take that. But I do want to talk about my trip. A lot happened.
All right.
Yes, a very much a level. Let's cut the music. It's getting on my nerves. Let's cut the music. I just want to drink and relax. There's very few shows I get butterflies for. The bigger ones are easier than the smaller ones. And I just got out. It took me 3 hours. I landed at 4 o'clock and it took me 3 hours to get home. I've only been home for 2 hours and then sitting in my thing. It's such a pain in the ass. So anyway.
But why?
It's because I have to smoke when I get out of a plane, and then I miss the train, and then when I miss the train, it takes a lot more longer time, and there's like fucking 20 stops on the train that I have to take because I don't have the money to take the good one. That's why. Kind of like when in London, it is. This city is so fucking big land-wise that it was like, I mean, somebody that grew up right next to New York, it was just blinding. Like, I get off the plane, right? I exchange a currency, and there's this nice Pakistani man. He says, look, don't take a cab. It's going to cost you anywhere to 60, 80 pounds.
Yeah, the cabs are ridiculous.
Get in the 2. Don't be stupid, right? And I'm like, and then he gave me a voucher. So when I exchanged my money back, as long as I did in Heathrow, it would be the same rate. So I wouldn't lose or gain depending on whatever happened, you know? So I was like, yeah, but it sounds like a pain in the ass, and I really want to get going. Well, I should have paid it 60 or 80 pounds. I think it was turned out to be. It probably would have been turned out to be 100.
When I got there from Heathrow to the center of London,
Yeah.
It cost me about 85. Maybe?
Yeah, it's about. And I was really close. I was in Camden, which is like right next to the center of London. And I got so sick of being in that goddamn tube that I just jumped out of Piccadilly Circus and I flagged down a cab right away. Like fuck it, fuck it. That guy was a really nice guy. He saved me a lot of money. I actually came home with 200 euros, if you can believe that shit.
Wow.
But I mean, I was so glad to get in this goddamn cab. And you know what? Not that this guy was a weirdo, but you know, I do have weirdos that are attracted to me. First thing he tells me is his mother died of brain cancer right off the fucking bat. Yeah. So we started talking about his poor mom who died of brain cancer a year earlier. He was a Cockney, an East Ender. And we started talking about the Cray twins and gangster shit all the way to my hotel. That's my first interaction.
Quintessential Tommy C conversation
really
right there, folks.
It was kind of like that all fucking weekend, right? So I finally get there. I mean, I've been on the ground. It's the same thing getting home. It's just a pain in the ass. I'd rather just pay the fucking money and be done with it. But he did. I will say that the guy did say, because it was only like 20 pounds. It was only 16 pounds from Piccadilly Circus. So that wasn't too bad. So I get my hotel, which doesn't look like a hotel. It's actually I don't want to call it a cottage because I don't know what the fuck a cottage is, but British and cottage sounds like it's good together. But it's like a regular suburban street, and this is the wonderful thing about London. It doesn't all look like a concrete jungle. I was on like a very suburban. Now, when I think of the suburbs, I think of outside a major city. It's very green. This is beautiful. I mean, the kids with the uniforms walking down the street. Everybody's dressed real nice. The place is nice. The Polacks ran the hotel. These Polish people, and they kept it up looking like it would had it been lived in a real house. You know, because this was like somebody's real house, and there's a lot of money out there, man. Holy Christmas! I mean, there's some seriously rich MFers. You don't see it like in New York. You don't see it like in London. You see these rich motherfuckers. You know.
Yeah, especially since you're in the center of London. That's where they congregate.
Well, I wasn't really. I was in I was in Belsize Park. Belsize Park. That's the way it's spelled, but everybody says Belsize. And that's right next to Camden, where Amy Winehouse grew up.
Listen, fuckhead.
Oh, thank you so much for the donation. Let's actually see what 333. Come on, everyone, and smash that fucking like button in your head. Thanks, Sanchez. Thank you so much. So, you know, my wife put the hotel about a mile walk, which is no big deal, from the hotel. So I got to look at it, and I didn't have service out there. I just took one look at the map, and I walked to the Fiddlers Elbow right by myself, right. So I walk in the Fiddlers Elbow. There's Jade, and there's Real Talk, and there's Sammy, which is Real Talk's assistant, who pretty much does everything. I think he should buy her a car. Should buy that woman a car. I swear to God. And then you know, people start kind of filing in a little bit. First one was General Crow. I had some Shot from the Point fans come down. Yeah. Yeah, and Real Talk wasn't mad at me for promoting it and trying to get fuckheads in the building. We're trying to sell tickets here, you know. Nobody thought it was about me, you know. Yes, that's right. I was in London, everybody. At the Fiddler's Elbow, May 14th, 2000. Oh, you missed it. You missed it. Real Talk wasn't mad about me. I didn't make it. Fuck you, Jeff. Save the Queen and all her cool stuff. Yes. So
Side note, isn't Jade just wonderful to hang around?
She's wonderful. She is absolutely wonderful. I would chase her down. I would have tried to marry her if I was in my 20s. Absolutely.
I don't think she's interested.
No, not at all. Oh,
she's
no.
a wonderful drinking buddy.
No. Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she told me she broke up with her last boyfriend. Like, he really missed out, if you ask me.
Yeah.
She's the girl you want to meet in your late 20s, early 30s. You know? She's too young now, but she's
or when you're 13 in an Arab country.
Yeah, well, I think she's transferred to Caucasian. I don't think she likes being Arab.
I know.
Like, mate, you're Catholic, but we're Orthodox, so we're even more Catholic than you. You know, London's better than you. And she's pissing and moaning about a conversation. She's mad that I made the stabby comment about London, which, by the way, is true. There's people, but it is probably mostly gang members and.
That's bloody rude, isn't it?
It's bloody rude, isn't it? You know? But the conversation, she got mixed up because I was talking about getting stabbed at VidCon. So that's Los Angeles. Yeah, she got it mixed up with Real Talk. You know? I don't want to get fucking stabbed. But I felt very safe over there. It really wasn't a big deal. Except when this happened. Do you know who Detective Deckard is?
Yes.
All right.
The crocodile.
So a lot of people were introducing me. Like, I didn't recognize General Crow. He had to introduce him, General Crow. And then I also had Lawless. He came up. He's a big fan. Apparently, he listens to me at work. There's a few Shot from the Point fans there. I hope everybody introduced themselves because I try to come off as approachable as possible. And I see this. I'm walking in. I see this well-built Arab dude. Looks like he's in his early to mid-20s, right? And he walks up to me, kind of looking hard, and he goes, "Deckard." And he swears to God I put my hands up. I didn't. I did take a step back, though, because not every day somebody walks up to me, especially an Arab with a ponytail, fucking goes, "Deckard." And that's right. He was browner than you, motherfucker. He had the beard, the whole fucking nine. So I took a step back. Like, who the fuck is that?
Fuckhead.
Yeah, exactly. Pissed I missed it. Did you get to Brewdog in Camden? Did I? You see the site? No, I brought my own cigarettes. $8 pop. Yeah. We'll get in the expense later. Yeah. Okay. So Deckard comes out, and Deckard interviewed me. I probably gave my best interview around the breakup of Baited, but work out in his life. He's really, really talented guy. He does this character that like is a detective. It's sort of like the get to the point. I don't know, like, of commentary.
Listen, fuckhead.
But the commentary is done in a satirical manner. The character's satirical, and he uses an alligator. Thank you so much, Nick Wynn. Here's the money back for the beer you bought me. Actually, it's more than that. It's dollars. It's £5. Oh no, not in that pub. That's right. They were originally priced. That's right. Thanks so much, Nick. I'll get a Nick in a minute. And he's just like this kind of in shape Arab dude, and he came up Deckard. And, he has a very beautiful English voice, and I pictured a nerdy white boy, not kind of a hard-looking Arab dude. So I did. I kind of took a step back, like, who the fuck is you? Huh? And I got to be honest with you, I'm not trying to play favorites of who I met. I felt like I'd known this guy 20 years. He was a great guy. They bought me beers. I think I bought him one. I hope I did. They're all buying me backs, of course. And, yes, I'm getting everything. Blue Stank. I met Blue Stank as well, and but that was really, really the funniest part. And then I think shortly after that, or just before, Nick, who was the moderator in our Discord, and he's been a good friend of me, and he's hosted a few times. He came up and goes, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he's like, "Nick," and he's like, he looked generally like mad at me for not recognizing him, right? And he's got this crazy hipster fucking beard. He might as well have the Starbucks coffee cup in his right hand, And he's like, "Why don't you recognize me? We've talked, we've spoken on Skype." Because he looks like I know what happened. He looks like a baby, And I always thought he was really short. He's not. He's actually pretty tall. And he looks like a baby.
All of them are like that.
Yeah.
All of those British fucking cunts, they're all like that.
He looks like he's 15.
They all look impish, and then you meet them in real life, and they're the tallest people you've ever met.
I am Alex is not tall. I
was gonna say, did you picture him smaller, or was this the exact pocket
size?
Size
Alex is exactly like I figured that was coming too. Like Alex is exactly who I talked to for the past year and a half. He's the same guy. He's a good fucking guy. And I'll get into all. Everybody's like picturing I can't tell the whole story at once. I'm gonna skip around. So and then something really special happened. This is a story about people. About a year and a half ago, I met Bionic Pig tweeted out this. Bionic Pig tweeted out this artist. Bionic Twig. Well, he's not a twig. He's a little chunky and a monkey himself. Married man. Bionic Pig. He tweeted out this artist called Kitty Got Claws, right? And I really was into what she was doing, right? And she just disappeared off of social media. About a week ago, she got back in touch with me. She's like, "I'm Kitty Had Claws. I'm getting back on social media. I'm getting back on the whole thing." And I remembered exactly who she was. And she goes, "Well, if you're ever in London, give me a shout." And I'm like, "Matter of fact, I'll be there Monday." And she actually showed up, but it was an opportunity. So I did kind of shop her around a little bit. I mentioned to Jade, I said, "This is really, really, she's like no joke." And I'll play her music at the end. We're going to close with a different song tonight. And she was an absolute sweetheart. She's very young. And she seemed to really hit it off with Drew. Because Drew was there as well.
Listen, fuckhead.
Drew was there. Thanks so much, Fang. Said, "Peace, Tommy. Have a good stream." Take care, Fang. But Drew
and she's exactly his type, by the way.
Which I didn't know what her type was. I don't know much about her, but I know she's a mega talent. And she got to meet and talk to a lot of people. And she sent me a lot of messages. She really, really appreciated it. And it was nice. And I told her, I was like, "It's not totally selfless. I think you're like talented enough to be like ridiculously rich. So I'm hoping maybe you throw me a fucking bone." She's like, "Wow, you're such a nice old man." I'm like, "Not really." But I am a nice man. But I know when I promote people now, it's going to be people that I have a lot of confidence in what they're doing and where they're at. I'm going to be a little more choosy with who I promote and what.
Yeah, no more promoting Tobes, I guess.
No, I'd promote you. You know what? I take that all back. I'll have to promote Tobes. He definitely works the show, so.
Yeah,
but I really believe in what she's doing, and she's doing a lot of great stuff. And it was nice to meet her, and she's very, very sweet, and she was she's just a real sweet girl, and she seemed to, she liked being around these bigger YouTubers, and I think she really hit it off with Drew. And speaking to Drew, Real Talk's telling me they went to this like underground smoke, like where they could smoke up. And he's like, yo, Tommy, this guy, he outsmoked me. Like apparently they like carried Real Talk out of this fucking place, which is saying, it's like, he says, nigga, I smoked every day. Drew, I can't even hang with them. And I'm like, whoa. And of course, Drew smokes fucking doobies. Like I smoke Marlboros. It's like no big deal. And
I hung out with him for a few days when I was in Birmingham.
Here's the thing about Drew.
Ridiculous.
He's very humble and very much down to earth. But he does have this. He is so cool. He's just like he just has this. Everything's just smooth and easy going. I think Drew's one of these guys that he just kind of walks through life and things kind of fucking work out for him. You know, he's got tons of YouTube stories. Like YouTube cracks down on weed guys. Not Drew. Nah, Drew's sharing, still rolling. He's just
I think Jamie Pine talked about
cool,
that.
You know?
Like everything works out for Drew or something like that.
Everything just kind of works out for Drew. Yeah. He's just so cool. And he's a cool guy and he's a good looking kid. He's got the pretty blue eyes and I'm sure he gets lots of poon. He didn't tell me about that. But, you know, he told me stories about, I don't want to say who, but big YouTubers, and he's been there. And I didn't know that he had it out with Anision. Because I'm not really, look, I don't take in a lot of the weed content. I don't really smoke weed, you know. And by the way, that's another thing. Nobody offered me shit. Nobody asked me to smoke a joint. Now, I wouldn't have took it because I'm an old man, and if I have like a drag, I'm going to fall asleep. But nobody ever offered me a drag. And there was tons of weed going around. People lighting up in the middle of the street like it's no big deal, right? Which is cool. But if I had even a half a drag, I would have been like, you know, God, when I tried to smoke with, oh God, it fucked me up so bad when I was trying to shave.
Did you? Okay. Question. Okay. Did you throw up because of the high, the weed itself, or did you have a bad coughing fit?
No, I think that happened. Everything. I think no, it was just the mix of the alcohol and the weed.
Oh no, because when Drew gave me a dab, okay,
really?
And it was powerful. It was good. It didn't fuck me up. What fucked me up and got me to throw up was the absolute horrendous coughing fit it gave me.
Really? Oh, and they just said no. I coughed a little because I'm sensitive back there. I ruined my lungs smoking weed 20 years ago. But I mean, this stuff is just I never dealt with anything like this before. So nobody even offered me. And I have a feeling Jay said, all right, don't give Tommy any weed, you know, and nobody gave me weed. You know, and I couldn't.
Don't give that fat fuck any weed.
Yeah. Last time I smoked it, and I was like I was throwing up out at both holes. I don't know what the fuck happened. It was just like an attack. It was a fucking attack.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm like, I think it was really embarrassing. Like fucking, she saw me in my underwear. Like I ran out of the room and I jumped in the bed and like. So like, it must have been like.
I can just picture you
Oh
waddling.
God, my big fat ass.
And knowing Jade, she'd be like laughing her ass off at your misfortune.
It was her hotel room. She had to get another one in the place because I was so fucked up. And it literally sounded like this. I'm not even. This is like people make fun of me because of this, but it's an absolute 100% true. That's exactly what I sounded like. It was just ridiculous. That's out of both ends. Both ends. Ridiculous. Redonkulous. All that other stuff.
Oh my God.
So
Jesus
nobody
Christ.
offered me any weed, and you know maybe that was a fucking good idea. You know. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Exactly. So
you get drunk off of 6 beers. You're getting old, man.
No,
You
me.
can't even smoke weed.
No, I can't smoke weed. I can't do hard liquor either. I've never been able to handle hard liquor. I could drink all night, but never hard. And you know, I'm a little sick of motherfuckers calling me old. When we went to Central London, this motherfucker, and the night before, walking around, this motherfucker, and I did go to bed early. I could walk forever, you know, because maybe I'm a city guy. Oh, real talk. Oh man, my legs hurt. Stop. I mean, next time that cat calls me old, I'm gonna bring that up. I can walk your ass off. You know.
a side note, you look fatter than me. Okay.
I don't look fatter than you.
Yes,
Believe
you
me.
do. You look
Believe me,
fatter
I'm
than
not
me. You
fatter
can
than
ask ask Jade. She'll corroborate that you look
no, you
fatter
won't.
than
She's
me.
gonna make you feel better. That's what
No,
it
no,
is.
you can ask her in private.
Yeah. Then Alex Bluestank, who's an up and coming commentator, popped in, and I didn't know I was supposed to talk about it, but I knew I heard he might come. And I will say this: they all missed the show. They came out right after Real Talk came on. I don't know what was going on. Apparently, fucking Alex was fucking off or something like that. But him, Memulus, and a Blue Stank were there. And I didn't talk much to Memulus, but he was very polite. Seemed like a really good guy. And I think too is like when Alex comes in a room, he's kind of like me. He talks to everybody, and he's bouncing around. He's talking. And Memulus is kind of like, I don't know these fucking people, you know. And
Yeah,
then
Alex,
fucking
Alex, even
Blue
at,
Stank is a
Insomnia.
baby. I mean, he's like a kid. I don't know how old he is, but if he's a day over 18, I'd be shocked.
He's 18. He's 18.
Yeah, all right, he's just 18. He's a kiddo. Reminds me of Jay from Silent Bob. Reminds me of Jay a little bit.
No, he's like a skinny Silent Bob. That's all he is, really.
But you know, Alex came in. He came in late, but we were all outside. But he was kind of late for the party, and we were all bullshit and cracking jokes and shit like that. And we were talking. Alex says, I'm going to bring this up because Alex keeps bringing up me. For people that don't know, me and Alex kind of had it out about a year and a half ago, right? Over the Zap tie thing, right?
Blue Stank is 19, by the way.
He's 19.
I apologize.
Okay.
I apologize.
He's a baby. He's a baby. You know. I kept on. I think I slapped him in the back a few times to see like what he'd do. That's like my thing with like younger guys. Hey, what's up? You know, hey, what's up, dude? You know, I did it, but see, I did it with like Deckard. I like, yeah, what's up? And I was already like I knew in 5 minutes. I was always punching him in the shoulder and shit. You know.
God, you're such a drunk uncle.
Yeah. And yeah, he brought up the Zap tie thing, and you know, there's just no apology there. That was a two-front fuck up on my end and his end. And a lot of people say bad things about Alex, and I don't appreciate it. It's one thing to criticize his content. I'm not in love with all his content, but he does make me laugh a lot more than that fucking Jack fuck from Essex. Pierce.
Did he show up?
Yeah, Alex is there.
No, Calvos.
No, God, did you really think he was coming?
I bet it was Real Talk disappointed.
I don't know. I'm not going in that.
Okay.
Of course he didn't. But that leads me into this other story I got where this is fucking crazy. There's this really young kid there, and he was fucked out of his mind. And Jade kept buying him drinks. He was swinging the fence. I thought it was pretty funny. You know, he's a funny guy. And then we ended up like going all around Camden and trying to find a bar. I actually got thrown out of a bar before I stepped in the door. This has never happened to me. This is the first time it ever happened to me. We went to go in this bar. Real Talk started talking to this chick. There's a few people outside. This other girl that was a friend of Jade went in the pub, right? And I guess they asked her, like, are those people coming in? Right? And I guess we made them nervous because, I don't know, we're fucking being loud and being obnoxious. And this fucking kid was being loud and obnoxious, who I didn't know. But I found him amusing. And so I finally got Real Talk. You know, because he's getting like, oh, you're a rapper? What are you doing? And he gets a lot of that shit, right?
Yeah.
So we walk in the fucking door, and there's this chick in there, and she's already arguing with the fucking staff. And one of the English bartenders, and there's a bunch of them behind the bar. It's like, how many bartenders are behind it? And they're like, we're not serving you. And I just walked in, you know, and she's like, no wonder this place isn't empty. Well, this place sucks, you know. And I'm like,
wait, was she black?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know her. She's wonderful.
Very nice, attractive girl. I think we all had a bunch of drink. I tried to cool her out. I said, look, there's a bar across the street. It's no big deal. And she was mad because she's like, they kicked us out because of people. That's what she told me. And I was like, because me and the crazy kid are the only white guys, you know, 100%. Well, I guess Sammy's white too.
Yeah, it's because, you know, there's an Irishman within the group.
I suppose, but I don't think they kicked us out for.
The
I don't think they kicked us out for racial reasons. I think they kicked us out because they didn't know what to expect. And then, she was yelling at them and shit. But I've never gotten kicked out of a bar before I walked in. Like, I'm not serving. That's never happened to me. So that was kind of cool.
Were you already drunk or anything?
Yeah, I think everybody's pretty blitzed, but, I'm older. I can kind of
I'm surprised you didn't scream like, you drove my people away hundreds of years ago.
I didn't do that.
And now
I'm
you're
too old
throwing
for
me
that
out of a
shit.
bar.
That would have been funny. You know what it is? It's so cosmopolitan over there. It's not everybody's English. Actually, there's very few natives. So it would have kind of been a dumb joke even if I did do it. But I thought it was funny. I was like, wow, I just got thrown out of a bar and I didn't even do it. I didn't even step in the place. But we went across the street and had a good time. And that girl's real sweet. I think she got pissed. I mean, I think what happened is there's a little bit of miscommunication, and they didn't know. We're good customers. We tip, and I think they were expecting us to be completely blitzed. And it didn't help that the young guy was just like. So, that being said, I guess I'll flip back to the bands. The bands were amazing. Jay did an excellent job. From straight up rappers to straight up metal to sort of rap metal groove type metal or music or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then Real Talk finished up. He did a great job as he always does. I've seen him the second time I saw him live, and that was really cool. Let's see. And then the real interesting shit starts happening the next day. So we go for a Central 11 tour. It's me, Sammy, Jade, and Real Talk, and the fucking weird kid who's now sober and not half as fun as he used to be, right? So we're all sitting in a pub, and the kid's talking about something. It's like, that guy sounds like Nick Golo. I was like, you have the same accents. Like, where are you from? Like, where's Nicolo? Where's Nicolo from? And he just got like real quiet. And then I looked at Jade, and he says, Real Talk said something to the effect of like, well, I like Nick. And I was like, I don't, something to the effect of that. And then I heard him talk again. I'm like, you really do. You sound a lot like Nick Golo. I recognize that voice. And I looked at Jade and I looked at Real Talk. I said, motherfucker. It's Nick fucking Golo. And I basically spent better part of, combined the 2 days, 12 hours with him, and he was the fucking drunk kid swinging for the fences. So that was kind of funny. So I guess we didn't exactly make up, but I was civil to him. And that's when the Cabos thing came up. And because what happened was they decided, stupidly, by the way, that they weren't going to tell me. Nick Golo, if you don't know, is a guy that I've had some problems with in my Discord. I'm not going to go into all that bullshit, but and legit ones too. So he's been thrown out and banned a few times. So we have somewhat of a rocky relationship. So when he was at the club the day before, they told him, don't tell him you're Nick Golo. They kept referring to him as George, right? Because nobody knew what I was going to do. What they should have done, and by the way, Nick told me this. He's like, why don't you just go in and tell him it's me, and then just leave it at that, And they're like, no, because we don't know what's going to happen. Like, what are they going to do? Hit him with a steel chair or some shit, or knock him?
That's not beyond you, Tom.
That is not. I've never done anything like that in my life. You have to threaten my life for me to do something that crazy,
Or just be there.
But I did say to I said, right, folks, I don't like Nick, and Nick, he's sitting at the fucking table we were at having dinner. And I didn't know it was him. But they should have just went up to me and said, Nick's here. Are you going to be uncomfortable? And I would say, no, I'll go be nice to him. But it took just like 24 fucking hours. And they finally told me that the drunk white guy was Nick, which is kind of funny. And we went all around central London, for Jade and Nick was because, Nick has had like 10,000 fucking, he's had like 10 fucking thousand school trips to London. But we went through Scotland Yard, and I forget.
You cursed them out.
Well, we had we went through Scotland Yard. I saw the World War I memorial. That was really cool. We saw the Eye of London, Thames River, which stinks like fucking dog shit. Holy Christmas, that fucking stinks. Parliament was beautiful. Big Ben was kind of covered up, and then we were gonna go to Buckingham Palace in St. Paul's, but old Real Talk, who's fucking like 10 years younger than me, was tired.
Is Real Talk still there?
Yeah, he is. That's probably why he's not in the chat right now. He's like tired. And so we ended up drinking at the Sherlock Holmes bar.
Oh,
which is
fuck.
it's a classy joint. You know, it sounds like a real tourist trap, but it was a real classy joint. And we started pulling back beers, and me and, Jade started talking about politics like we usually do. And
oh, my God.
you need to cool. You know what, though? She made a good point, because it's like, if you're going to talk to her, right, you can't just say Marxism is bad. I mean, I know it's bad. You know it's bad. But if you're going to have a political... She's not like a social justice warrior. You really need to have a back-and-forth conversation. You know what I mean? If you're going to talk real politics. I mean, there's a difference between busting balls, right? But you gotta let her talk and respond and go back and forth. You know that, Tobes, right?
Yeah, I love having
you say,
screaming.
You're an idiot. You're a Marxist. You can't do that. I mean, even like...
No, I almost always do that just to get a reaction from her.
I do that too, but I was in one of those parks in central London. I got dressed the fuck down, and I had to like throw up the white flag dressed down. I was like, that was my excuse too. Oh, I'm just busting your nuts. Because the thing is, she's right. She goes to school, she goes to uni, and they all, doesn't matter what your political background is, especially the English. It doesn't matter how crazy you are, unless you're like a Nazi. Everybody gets to talk, and not everybody's, you can't just dismiss things like that. I'm not saying don't bust her balls about being a fucking Marxist, crazy, but she's not really a Marxist in the truest sense. She's more like a Marxist, like Christopher Hitchens, who views things through that spectrum, And we're not talking about taking the money away and all that other stuff. It's the idea that a better way of life, I suppose. But my thing comes down to the history of it. But I'm not going to get into a political.
Let's move on.
Yes.
So you get there.
Yes.
Right. I have no question, honestly.
Really? I think I topped everything.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. She put
How
me
was
in
the
my
weather?
place. Beautiful.
Was it really?
Blue skies until I fucking left the joint.
Oh,
overcast and the big, beautiful blue skies, warm nights. Everything that England is not supposed to fucking be.
Yeah.
It absolutely was stunningly beautiful. It is a beautiful city, Tobes. I mean, it really is.
I think London is prepping for a royal wedding.
Oh, there was that too. She's married. He's marrying and I didn't know this. Not only is she American. Last time one of those royals married an American.
36 and divorced.
Oh, she's divorced too.
Yeah,
Holy
she is.
fuck. Well, he's really given up on the fucking king becoming king, didn't he? She's like, fuck it, I'm marrying the black girl. I dated an Italian girl, right? And her father wasn't thrilled with her going out with his daughter going out with me because I was Irish. But we're both white. Like no, he had a fucking problem with it, right? So he worked like hell. He was a real pain in the ass, and eventually we broke up. I'm not saying he was 100% of the problem, but he was a little bit of the problem. He's a good man, but he didn't want me with his daughter. I get it, right? Yeah, she's half black too. Yeah. But I chuckled because as soon as like supposedly like the girl I was dating, we kept up, and apparently he did a big fist pump when she finally dumped me, right? All right. Yes, I got rid of the fucking dirty Irishman, right? The next week, she told me her brother brought home a black girl. And I was like, yeah! Let's laugh, motherfucker! And apparently, I think they're married and stuff, but I think that getting rid of me took so much out of them that I actually helped the rest of the family, and they could marry who the fuck they wanted, because the old man was like, fuck it.
At least it's not an Irishman.
Yeah, like he said crazy shit to me. Like, well, I'm Irish American, right? She was saying, the Irish and Italians traditionally don't get along. Yeah, in the turn of the century. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, it's 2002. But that was it. But
it's just the start of Goodfellas. That's all I'm imagining. Right
well, they
now,
were off the boat.
Tommy's.
The thing is, they were off the boat. They weren't Italian American. They were off the fucking boat. Oh, and the last story I have. So we're in the Sherlock Holmes pub, and there's this. I would say he's Pakistani, right? Dude, English dude, and he starts talking a real talk, and they seem to be like kind of hitting it off and shit, right? But he was like fucking blistering drunk. Like, we couldn't even get these two fucking guys to the next bar because he was just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. So Real Talk mentions that he's a pro rapper, and they think, now nobody saw this. Nobody saw this. I didn't see it. Nick didn't see it. Jay didn't see it. Sammy didn't see it. But when Real dropped the thing with his the fact that he was a musician, right? This Pakistani dude, who looked pretty normal other than being drunk, picked up Real Talk's hand and kissed his ring right in the fucking bar. Yeah.
That's
And you know how,
shit.
Yeah. So, like, he gets up and goes to the bathroom, and he's like, that motherfucker just kissed my ring. And he, like, took it off and put it on the table. Like it was infected with AIDS or some shit.
I ain't about that fact shit.
Yeah. It was like, he's like, man, I don't know. I'm all cool with everybody, but I don't know if I appreciate that shit, you know? And we're like, he really kissed your ring? Like, yeah. Like, the guy, like, oh, I love you. You're a beautiful musician and what have you. So, like, Jade speaks up because Jade can, she's got that London attitude. She goes, do you want me to throw him out, mate? You know?
You want me to throw him out, mate?
So he comes stumbling back, and Jade's like, look, mate, it's a private affair. Maybe you need to find somewhere else to go, something like that. And he just got up and fucking put his tail between his legs and walked. And me and Nick are looking at each other like I was really cringy, and like I felt like bad, but fuck that guy. I mean, what's he kissing people's rings for? I might have punched him. Well, I might not even punch him, but gave him like, what are you, what are you doing? You kiss Real Talk's ring.
I mean, it is kind of respectful, Tommy. I don't know why you're fucking complaining.
What the fuck was wrong with him? And he's like even Jade said, like, I kind of feel bad now. Even like telling him probably maybe you need to move on because he asked us to come next pub, and we're like, yeah, sure. But he was all fucking weird and shit, and he's kissing rings and really sucking up to Real Talk, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Maybe he's into the dark meat, Tommy. Why they
I
gotta
think
be
you might be
homophobic?
onto something there, Tobes. Fuck. So
Jesus.
that's the whole story. Nick Golo, he was there. Cab drivers. The other guy told me his daughter was autistic on the way home. Yeah, my autistic daughter and stuff like that. And I'm not making fun of him because he was this is a heart-touching story, and him and his son. But it is kind of like weird that people like spill their guts to me, you know? I was like,
Yeah, they always do that in London cabs. It's really weird. Like,
well, they do that in the States
insistent on having a
too. I was,
conversation.
but it's my experience with English men is they don't spill their guts. But I guess like it's a confessional, man. Maybe that's the place to do it. You know, it's cool.
Yeah,
It's cool.
it's weirdly like a confessional.
I don't mind when people tell me really personal stuff, and I think I can handle it pretty well. But I'm not used to English men doing it because English guys and Irish guys are real stuffy about it. They don't tell them about your problems. You know, I mean, it's like Jade said. Everybody in England assumes everybody else is fucked up. We don't need to hear it. We're fucked up as you. We don't need to hear the shit. Whereas American guys, they'll pour their hearts out. They'll tell every fucking kind of affliction, addiction, and I'm a cancer survivor. I'm a former crackhead. Like Americans just spill that shit, and English guys don't do that. It's kind of weird. It's like kind of weird, on that shit. Hey, listen, I'm gonna take calls now. Right?
Oh God. Okay.
I think I covered everything. I got Nick. I got thing, and I'm sorry, guys, that I don't have a show because I just got off a plane and I promised and I delivered. Tomorrow I have my anniversary, and I am definitely working Friday. Versts, Tobes, who's off suspension now, or Dave, or anybody wants to work Friday. I'm broadcasting Friday. I promise you 3. I'll get you 3. And I've been doing one time 2 weeks ago. I did 6 in a row. So it's guaranteed 3 days a week and shot from the point. And except on vacation, obviously, and that's pretty much it.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. Let's put fucking Luvix.
Don't bring
Luvix, you're on the air.
All right. I wanted to tell you about this dream that I had because it involves you.
Great.
So,
you don't kiss my ring.
About going to London and all that, and that night, the next night, I had a dream where I actually flew to London and met you there.
Yeah.
But just to make you upset, like in the dream, just to make you upset, I went up and gave you a really big hug.
You gave me a hug, a really big one.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
gave you a hug.
Was it the Deckard like hug? Like what else is like a bro hug? Like me and Deckard.
You
me
were
and Nick?
shorter than me for some reason.
I ain't shorter
I'm
than
only
you. I'll
5'8".
kick your fucking ass. You don't even get any ideas.
You're also really soft too. I just have to say, so that was really nice.
My belly. That's about it.
I remember these weird specific details, like you didn't smell very good. I don't know why.
I was on the plane all day. What do you want? What the fuck? What's the matter with you? What the fuck's the matter with you?
I love that you're making excuses for the guy's dream.
Yeah.
For your hygiene and someone else's imagination.
I smell great.
I just fill in. I
Let me
fill
tell
in
you,
these
motherfucker,
random
I
details.
hand wash my clothes, motherfucker. I hand wash them. I'm practically Italian.
Oh, you know what? That's probably why I thought about it, because you mentioned the washing your clothes.
Yeah,
thing.
I hand wash that shit. Hand
That's
wash. I
funny.
hand wash this hoodie. My own hands. Scrubbed it with my fucking own hands. Dry
A lot
it,
of stuff
rinse
happened
it,
that day
whole nine.
too. I don't know why I dreamed about that of all things.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
You're weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the most normal.
Now you're a fuckhead.
Are you gay?
Yeah.
Are you gay?
No, I'm actually not.
Yeah. I didn't think he was
Get the
gay.
fuck outta here.
There's feminine guys and there's gay guys. You know, like these, like I don't know. Are you feminine?
He seems like it.
I guess I'd have to ask my friends.
Boy,
about that.
Tobes is calling you a fag, from what I can see.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
What do you think of
That's not
that?
very nice, though.
Yeah.
That's not what?
Tommy's got gross.
Not
What?
very nice.
What is that motherfucker Willie Mack show? Who I want to do a show about his whole fucking ordeal. I
Oh
want to
my
interview
goodness,
him.
I love that because
I
What
got
the
That
fuck
crap-
did he do?
the video is still age restricted. It's
I know
not
he got
even
fucked
fully
6 ways this Sunday.
And the
Willie
whole
Mack,
point
I
of the video-
really, with the last video, I really realized what Willie Mack's about. There's something that we both agree on, right? Whether we hate the fucking guy or not, we're gonna fucking give the guy a fair shake, and we're gonna criticize the people we like Poods and H3H3. I like H3H3. I like Poods, but they were divorced, you know. And the whole point of his video was by sitting there and laying everything on Logan Paul and Jake Paul, about like if you're gonna use the excuse, well, they have child fans. I have child fans too, right? They
Everybody
have to
has
be more
child
responsible
fans.
for these kids and stuff like that. Like you're just handing the keys to the SJWs with that
Oh, yeah.
fucking attitude. You can't control who your fan base is. You know,
And you know, one of his huge points in the video was that we don't want YouTube to categorize us and put us we don't want YouTube to be able to just shut us down.
and I have made this argument before by cracking down and illegitimate charges, illegitimate controversies against Jake Paul and Logan Paul, two guys I totally detest, actually do more harm than good.
Listen, fuckhead.
And that's basically what he was trying to say. Willie Mack show, he's in the description box. It's a great video. He got fucked, and mostly because he was criticizing Poods. And the criticism is he wasn't doing a Cabos and calling him a scumbag, but he was showing where some of his statements were hypocritical. H3H3, a guy I went to bat for under different circumstances. He said the N-word too, so what happened to Context Matters? You know, that was back in last March of 2017. Oh, no, H3H3 said it's different. You know, and that's what I really appreciate. Willie Mack is one of the best goddamn commentators and from the most honest that I've seen. And I'm not just blowing smoke with this. I got nothing to gain for it. Willie Mack is one, and he's fucking funny. He just doesn't, you know, grab his nuts and fucking say, suck my Chicago Bulls. You know? suck my half guinea fucking Mick Bulls. You know? I love that, man. All right, Lubex, good call, bro. I'm going to get to this.
All right.
Oh, I see another one in there.
Why
Whaler.
the fuck?
What's up?
You threw yourself into fucking.
Oh, fuck. I fucking threw myself out. Okay. Yeah,
There you
thanks.
go, friend.
Well, yeah, sorry. I fucked it up. I'm rusty. I haven't been packing a
Is
while.
it working for you now?
Yeah. What's up, man? How you been? You don't hear me?
Friend.
Oh, fuck. Because I probably fucked.
Oh, wait, no, it's
No.
fine.
Is he good? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
What's up, man?
I'm good. Nothing much. Did you see that the law case between Dick Madison and Maddox is over now?
The only
Just
drama.
finished.
No. The only thing I'm aware of is
Listen,
the
fuckhead.
Brittany Venny thing. Thank you so
Oh,
much, man.
that was fun. That
No,
was
it's
a fun
only,
video.
which I got to be honest with you, Shoe on Head got clobbered.
Yeah,
I kind of feel a
really
little bad for her because she's on her way to 2 million, over 1 million, and I don't have I have no beef with her. But boy, oh boy,
No, you used to have a sweetie for her. I remember you talking
yeah,
about
she's
her.
cute.
in a lot
I
of
always like
thing,
Brittany too. I always like Brittany too. Brittany is.
What the fuck is going on with that shit? Why did she go after her?
As I told you on Twitter, Tobes, we have this mutual friend, Laura.
That's it. That's
no, not the only. Of course, I think
Laura
it's.
Southern.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty pussy move. Like, you don't say, I'm gonna unfriend this person, and if you get backlash, be like, oh
yeah,
no,
because like
I want to be with that person.
I think that was the whole point of the video. Is Brittany was saying,
she has to,
you know, like she's been fighting she's been fighting SJWs, right? And all of a sudden, she makes an SJW move. You can't be my friend anymore. You know, I don't think Lauren Southern's. I mean, if it was straight up Nazi shit, I'm not saying Lauren's not a little wacky because she is. But if it would. I don't know, like, I mean, I think Whaler's wacky, but I'm not gonna not be his friend. You know what I mean? You gotta like go.
Yeah, but
you gotta do something shady, or you gotta go like straight Nazi to lose my friendship, or like total commie. You know what I mean? You gotta go to like the fringes.
Watch out, yeah.
And I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna really even say anything, you know, unless you know you fucking involve me anyway, or you're just like completely insane. You know. I'm going to stick up for my friends 9 times out of 10, no matter how crazy. But there is a line, and I just don't see, and I guess Brittany didn't see, how Lauren Southern crossed it. You know, it just looked like a virtue signal.
Well, I mean, if she crossed it, why would she become friend with her again after a backlash? Like,
really?
Sean did say like, oh no, never mind, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not up to date. I literally just.
That's why she got angry. Like, she doesn't care. I don't think she would have made the video if. It was only the unfriending, but Sean Head went back on it after I don't know how many hours.
I didn't see anything wrong with Brittany's video. Here's another thing about Brittany that a lot of people don't get. I mean, Brittany is wicked smart. Like, she's really, really, really smart. That
video was too much.
You didn't like it?
No, that video was fun. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, of course. You fucking Jesus.
Nah, see, you don't fuck with Brittany. Well, why did she go after? I don't know if I think it was for the reasons I said, but there is this worrying thing is these blood sports community guys. You know what it is? I think
listen, fuckhead.
I don't know if this is the reason Brittany did it. Scarcizo, here you go. Here's a pint. Thank you so much. I'm drinking it now. It was
way too much, Tommy.
Well, I think there's this thing, like the alt-right hates the skeptics just as much as the SJWs do. So, it's and I think it's a way to kind of like limit their power. And that's why you shouldn't go on the Kumite or any of these fucking shows, because they're gonna snake you.
I mean, it was just too fucking personal. Too personal.
Nah, who cares?
They're fucking broad.
Shut the fuck up for a second.
Fucking broads got in a fight. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Why do you like a good fight?
It was too personal for what it was. And if it was just that, then she should have just talked about that. Made fun of her for that. Not go into like weird stuff with her relationship and then go into her illness or whatever.
Well, I gotta disagree with you.
It's just way too much. It's just way too much.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm surprised. But Tobes,
shut the fuck up, Whaler.
I'm surprised you're saying that, Tobes, considering like how personal like the commentary community can get and some of the shit that I've done.
I know.
You know, I mean, I've been out.
I know. You think how many times have I argued with you over the way you've approached someone?
Maybe
just
more times than I listen to you.
Jesus Christ, fuck you. No, but seriously, I think it's just way too far. And
who cares, man? It's
shut
long
the
as it's
fuck
entertaining.
up.
I know I'm asking you a question. Why do you care if it's personal?
Why do you care if it's
that is organs?
Wait, Whaler. Why do you care that these people don't? You seem to like when these people get fucked up. Why do you care when these people get fucked up?
Because I think it's entertaining. I love a good shit show. I love.
Yeah, you love a good shit show, but I mean that's kind of the whole blood sports thing. Like there's no end to the shit show.
Tommy.
I'm not gonna blow him up. There's no end to the shit show.
I don't understand yet.
Would you like a shit show to end my career? Would you like this shit show to end my career? Would you enjoy that just out of sheer entertainment, or like are we not that? Yeah.
I mean, it's gotta be pretty funny in that case. I don't like.
All right, you know what? You're right. Get the fuck out of here. Absolutely. I love that kid, but goddamn, you would think he wouldn't want something bad to happen to me. I've known me like almost 2 years. Now you heard it, you know.
Fuck it.
I don't say bad things about Whaler.
What?
Don't say bad things about Whaler. You guys.
No. I'm just gonna quote. I'm gonna quote Jade. What a spastic specimen.
He's not spastic at all. He's calm as fuck. What are you talking about?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
All right.
I know. It's an insult. Don't take it too serious.
Lawless, who was at the show.
How's it going, Tommy? Thanks
how's
for
it
letting me
going? You were at the show. Did you enjoy the show? Did you enjoy Real Talk?
Oh man, that was awesome.
It was
I was going
really
to ask you
great.
actually. I don't know how Real would feel about it, but I got all of the show on film. Can I up it to the Discord for the fuckheads?
Run it by. How did you get the whole? His whole thing.
Dude, I was there,
That's
wasn't
right,
I?
you
I was
were funny,
fucking
right.
filming it. I was standing right
I'll
next.
run it by Real Talk, but he's still over there. You know. Thank you so much, Dave. More times than I listen to you, the Tommy C. Tack line. No, let me run it by him.
All right,
he
sweet.
may want to upload it or something, but I'll make this happen. Yeah, you got the whole thing. I mean, it's a phone quality, but I mean, he may be interested.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. That's
Real
just to the
Talk's
Discord.
real liberal with that stuff. Thanks,
Cool.
Tommy, for the white knighting me. Wheeler. Thanks, Tommy. No, let me run it by him first. Obviously, we got to ask permission, but he's real liberal about stuff like that. He wants the word to get out, and it was a great show, man. All the bands were great,
Really
right?
enjoyed it. Yeah.
I only remember the other guy that was called Half Decent. But all the other bands were really
God, he was
good.
awesome.
But he said his name 20 times, in his rhymes. So that's how I remembered it.
Do you know what he was? He was like the rap Susan Boyle, where he went on stage. And he looked at him and he thought
Exactly. That's the one thing. This guy, Half Decent, gets on stage, right? And he's slightly overweight, dorky looking, glasses wearing English kid, right? Right? And he's got this shirt that says Half Decent, right? And it's a Manchester United, like everybody, but it's his face on every player on the team, right? And he comes up, he starts dropping rhymes, and he was a fucking showman in the half. He starts dropping rhymes. I mean, he was just amazing. And I know how he got his name. I'll bet like he gets up there like the Susan Boyle, like you said, and then he starts rhyming, and people are like, "Whoa, he's Half Decent." And I bet he went with that. I bet that's his story.
Yeah.
And he is a nice, and Real Talk loved him, absolutely loved him.
Listen,
but he wasn't thief. How much acid attacks did you witness in London? Not any.
That was one
Thankfully.
thing. I was wondering if we were both going to get blown up. That would have been a real moment.
Yeah, that would have
real
been funny.
life SFTP. And
That'd been get by blown up by some Arab that I hung up on. That'd have been a real way to go.
Jesus.
My wife would have been beating herself for letting me do the show for so long. All right, Lawless, thanks for being there. And
no, man, it was great to be there. Thanks
I
for
think
being really cool.
you and General Crow for going there have earned known fuckhead.
Oh,
So
wow.
Congratulations. And
Joined the
General
Discord
Crow.
2 days ago, but thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Won't be a
Well, you
stranger.
bullshitted me really good saying you're a big fan, so congratulations, Sam.
I'll say that.
All right, buddy. It was good. I did have a good time with you, man. It was a
Thanks for
blast.
having me on.
meeting
Tobes,
everybody.
nice to meet you. Catch you around.
Take
Nice
care.
to meet you too, man.
Take care. We'll put Versts on
Sounds
last. Let's
wonderful.
get this.
Was he
end.
handsome?
What?
Was he handsome, ballers?
He was beautiful. Brace was on
seriously?
before. What do you want, fuckface?
Oh, what's up, man?
I don't know what's going on, man. All right.
God, he
First of all,
sounds like
Tobes.
V.
Tobes, very good
It's
job.
Brace. Yeah, Brace does sound like V. I always thought that.
Yeah.
But go ahead. What's on?
What's
What's on
up?
your mind,
What's
Brace?
up?
Wait, I sound like what?
V, the Romanian skeptic YouTuber.
Oh, all right.
I put the
All right, well,
gypsy.
Tobes-
No, Tobes, do it. Put the.
God,
I was gonna
I
say
put
Tobes,
the
good job
gypsy gaps
hosting.
on you.
There you go. There's V. But go ahead, Brace. What's up?
And tell me, I heard you had a lot of fun in London.
I had a blast. Yeah, I absolutely had a blast.
So let me play a clueless gamer here. Why exactly was the trip for? Well, what? Just help me.
The trip wasn't
Like,
horrible at all. It's only a 45-minute flight for me.
Was it like a meetup or like a
It was
convention
about
or
Real
what?
Talk, promote himself, and playing
yeah, I
London,
saw
meeting
that.
people, and look, it was half business, half pleasure for me too.
Okay.
It's half business, half pleasure. More pleasure than business. But I will
Well,
say
you-
this: like, Jade got mad at all the YouTubers outside because we're all bullshitting about YouTube, because all YouTubers, that's all I talk about. YouTube.
Mate, that's so bloody rude, innit?
Of course.
Yeah, exactly,
standing
mate. That's
outside.
you're a good imitator. Fucking Bill.
Also, what a luxury is it to talk YouTube?
It's
in real life,
rude.
right?
She goes, get in the club. It's rude. That's what she said. It's rude, right?
It's rude,
isn't it?
right?
Yeah.
It's rude. You standing outside the club when Real Talk's performing, right?
I think it's cute that she's such a patriot. You know, she's such a London patriot. She loves that country so much. I think it's so cute, and it's sincere.
Jesus, did you pull a England is my city right there?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm like, she really feels that way. She feels very strongly about that. That she feels the same way I do about Wiesbaden, and my she feels that way. You know, I mean, and she's not even Caucasian. She feels very strongly about that city. Yeah, that's the way it is. Brace, I'm sorry. Brace, I'm sorry. What'd you have to say, bro? I'm going to go a little later because I started late.
I was going to ask you, you know, you already talked about your experience, which I listened to all the way through.
What's up?
But I was curious about, so you met you know, Real Talk, and you met some YouTubers. What did you talk about, like, behind the scenes drama? What can you give me?
I'm not telling you.
Some,
you should have been there.
Can you give me some drama? Give me some details.
A lot of shit I probably shouldn't talk about.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm here, and that's why I'm asking.
No, I mean, there's I keep secrets. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I keep
all right.
secrets.
Let's keep those secrets and push them to the side, and let's talk about what you can talk about.
Memulus was there. There you go.
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, he was. No joke. I met him. Shook his hand.
So
He's quite nice, quite a nice guy.
So, you know, you were with these YouTubers and you were talking about secrets. Do you want to share
Yeah, we
those
were.
secrets?
We were talking about YouTube secrets and shit that would probably fucking get 1 million views, you know, but we can't do it. Yeah.
you know I love behind the scenes stuff. That's all the reason
I like it
always
too. Well, that's
love
why you probably listen to me, because I get as much out, but there is a line, and I don't put everything out there. I can't.
Oh, so
otherwise,
the
nobody would trust.
golden rule suddenly applies.
Well, no, the rules have always been in there. I mean, I backed out. I didn't fucking bury Crown T, and I said why. I recused myself because he's a friend. So there are certain.
Like you're on people's court. You recuse yourself.
No, I recuse myself. I would recuse myself again in certain situations. I defended Zanta. He's not 100% innocent, but I still defended him.
Don't get me started about.
Oh,
Zanta,
go ahead. I'd love you to get. I would love you to get
Tommy.
started about that. Love you to get started. I'd
Please.
love you.
All
That's
right.
exactly
All
why
right.
I did it.
Then we're on. Go.
No, you go.
First of all,
You got the problem.
yeah,
I got no problem.
I'm going.
I got no problems.
Drummer made a video about Zanta. I don't know if you heard about it.
I heard about it.
Yeah, and he exposed him for kind of stealing about like 90% of every song he made. And Zanta said on Twitter, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah, but wasn't my name mentioned in that first? Wasn't my name mentioned in that first video?
Yeah, and what does he do? He bans Drummer. He bans me from Twitter. He deletes all his videos, and he still sells his songs on iTunes and on Spotify. He doesn't quit. He's still going.
But he has the right. Look. I'm not defending. I am not defending. I said this before. I'm not defending the practice, but he's not doing anything illegal. And I don't.
Oh yes, he is.
Is
Copyright infringement.
Copyright infringement.
Copyright
when you own the when you actually own the when you actually paid for the copyright when you released it. I don't know.
No, he uses other people's songs, which is copyright infringement.
Well, he paid for them.
No, he doesn't. No, he didn't.
Well, I did. You didn't listen to me then. You're obviously listening to that fucking moron that has a hard on for me.
I listened
Dave,
to both of you.
Dave was bitching about it to me 1.5 years ago when he was using some of his music. He got it overturned because he owned it. He bought it, or leased it, or whatever. I don't know what the fuck he did. I don't know what the fuck the big deal is. Are you going after 300? You know, I got a little problem with anybody that's ever. Have you ever downloaded an MP3? Have you ever downloaded an MP3 that you didn't pay for? Have you ever downloaded a movie or streamed a movie you didn't pay for?
Oh, tell me, you're talking to the guy who's pirated more movies than you can possibly.
All right. So I have a little trouble even taking you seriously.
Oh,
that's why I don't give a shit about using torrented music or downloaded music.
Yeah, but you give a shit about fucking a 300 sub YouTuber fucking uploading something that he bought.
He said Zanta is a psychic medium.
Exactly. The hypocrisy is deep. Hey, listen.
No, hold on.
I don't approve of the practice. I don't approve of the practice. I don't approve of the practice. There's no doubt about it. But
No.
Let's be fucking real here. Let's be real here. Brace, let's be real here. It was done to get my attention.
Zanta claims to be a psychic medium. Go, tell me.
So
go.
what? So I don't give a shit. Fucking, I have friends that are Muslims. I think that's crazy too.
Oh, really? You endorse that shit?
I don't endorse. No, I don't endorse when he did the music. Am I going to endorse his fucking psychic powers? No.
For fuck's sake, man.
I don't
He's
care.
A fucking.
What do you want me to do? You want me to stop being friends or fire everybody that has a weird belief? Is that what
I
you
want you to have some fucking integrity.
Integrity for what? Integrity for what? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? He has a crazy belief. What do you want? What do we want? Want to ditch all my friends that have stupid beliefs?
He's right.
You want me to no, shut the fuck up for a second, because now you actually pissed me off. Do you want me to ditch all my friends that have crazy beliefs? Is that what you want? That would in your eyes that would give me integrity? Is that what it is?
Moral compass, though.
There's nothing more compass. I don't tell other people how to think, and that's the whole. No. Tobes, pull it. No. Brace. I don't tell other people how to fucking think. They can come up and say or do whatever the fuck they like, and that goes right down to the net neutrality thing. I disagreed with Drummer. I didn't even tag him in the tweet. I didn't even say shit to him. I haven't been writing him for the past 6 months. He's been writing me. Here's the thing. I don't give a fuck. Believe what you want to believe. Do what you want to do. Don't fucking and don't jump on. Shut the fuck up. And don't jump on my case. Don't jump on my case when I call you out. I don't give a fuck what he believes. I have friends that are Muslim, Christians, atheists. I have people that I know that believe in motherfucking fairies.
I know, but you have.
So what am I gonna do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do with the kid with the wheelchair that thinks he's psychic? You want me to not be his friend, you fucking asshole?
What
do you want me to do?
Address it at some point.
Address what? He believes in fucking he's psychic. What the fuck do I care, motherfucker?
To say
what do you want me to do? I don't care what you believe. I don't care what you believe. I think you're a stupid ass fucking left-wing commie. How's that fucking feel? I'm nice to you, aren't I? Yeah, exactly. You're fucked up as Zanta is. How do you like that, Brace? You're as fucked up as he is. And you know what? I'm nice to you. I'm respectful to you. Aren't I? So what? I can't have a... What am I going to do? I'm going to do an exposed video on Zanta because he said he was psychic. By the way, he's not the first motherfucker. He's not the first motherfucker that has claimed that shit to me. I've heard this shit my whole life. And to me, it's all crazy. But it's not my fucking problem. How about that?
You're known for calling out crazy.
No, I'm not known. I'm known for defending myself, stupid. That's the one thing.
You're known for calling out crazy. Don't lie.
No, I'm not known for calling out crazy. I'm known for laughing at them. When was the last fucking... Oh, yeah. Did I do a fucking exposed video on the ghost hunters? No, I didn't.
No, but I know you longer.
I think this shit is crazy. That doesn't mean I have to get along in society. I can't just sit around and get fucking fucked up all day.
You don't have to do anything, by the way.
Exactly. I don't have to do. That's exactly right. And guess what? Zanta's going nowhere. I don't give a fuck what he believes. The internet can judge whatever he did. Music-wise, the internet can judge whatever he did. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I don't know if it's illegal. If it is illegal, tell your fucking bed-humping, zit-faced fucking friend to call the cops.
Dude, I don't care about music. I care about psychic mediums.
Well, you know what? He's allowed to say he's a psychic medium. Maybe in your country, where they put people in jail like Geek Weilers. Maybe. What am I going to expose? It's fucking crazy to begin with. What am I gonna expose? What am I, fucking Penn and Teller? What the fuck? I'm not Harry Houdini.
If you work a lot, you could be Penn.
I don't want to be. I'll leave the fucking 200 hits to Drummer, the new Harry Houdini, the new Penn and Teller, the fucking mega talent that he is.
Did you even watch the video?
What's that? I watched the first one. I watched the first one.
All right, the second one is better, and it explains why it isn't all about you. It's just a dress.
It is all about me. He mentioned me in the fucking first one. And then he came into my stream, and he came into my fucking stream and said, I want to talk to Zanta. Fucking email him.
He addressed that in the second one.
Well, what the fuck? I know he addressed. I was told he addressed it, but you don't think that was strategic?
I think he wanted Zanta's attention, so he left the comment.
He emailed him, and if he blocked him, then he got his fucking answer. No. If he deleted all the songs, then no. That's it. Guess what? Zanta goes nowhere. Nowhere.
If
Zanta says he's psychic, he believes he's psychic. Here's what I think. I think fucking drummer
I think
869 is a loser.
Are idiots.
Is a fucking loser that is obsessed with me, and he's trying to do anything to get my attention. It's not like he didn't mention me in the first video. He mentioned me in the first video, right? And then he makes the fucking comparison in the second video to the Kumite. I didn't fucking call out the Kumite. Kumite called out me. Drummer's been calling out me for fucking months. So you know what? He picked on my fucking wheelchair bound. He picked on my wheelchair bound, fatal disease friend to get to me. That's who drummer 828 is.
Wait a minute, wheelchair bound.
Yes, motherfucker.
Right.
Now you know. Now you know. Peace. I don't give a fuck what you believe. Just don't fuck with me. And Zanta never fuck with me. Not once. All he ever did is give. And you know that, Tobes, as well as anybody.
Yeah. That was fun. Can we end the show now?
Maybe. Yeah, it's probably time to go. I don't give a fuck. I'm not saying I agree with everything that fucking he was done. Do not fucking ban Brace. He just got nuked. That's it. I'm not saying I agree with everything he's done. I don't think if you lost if you lost fucking Xana's trust, that's on you. All right, that's an individual thing. All right. What did that prick say in the second video? Why didn't he say that first? No, I didn't say it first because you came in my chat and said you wanted to talk to Zanta after you cut a fucking video in my fucking thing, and then you said I made it about me. You came to me, motherfucker. Make 30 videos about me. Be my fucking Onision. Do not ban Brace.
Yeah, he's back.
Drummer 869 is a bitch. He'll always be a bed humping bitch. Always, 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 always. Guy, go check Twitter. He's been writing me for months. Months. And he dare say something. Look, I dressed him down. 20-minute video about how I feel sorry for myself. You know? He goes after my co-host, where I specifically say in the fucking in the video, it's up to the internet to judge him. You can judge him individually if you want. All right? I don't give a shit. Nothing changes on my end. All right? And what's the fucking thumbnail? Don't make fun of my Zanta. No. He didn't put that in perspective, idiot. He just said, I should have said that first. Like he's telling me how to talk. Well, check the goddamn, just check a few days ago from the photojournalist when you tell me to shut up or tell me to do something. I usually do the opposite. I need another beer. You're back. You're not getting banned. Exactly. I'm not banning Brace for being an idiot. And I'm not going to bring Zanta for being an idiot. I'm only banning scumbags. So make a fucking video. Take a picture. And I guarantee you will never be as lucky as me and get to go to London and meet all sorts of fucking badass YouTubers and badass people and see great bands. Cry. You can cry. Put a fucking thumbnail, put tears in my eyes. I'm doing just fucking fine. There you go.
Mic drop right there.
Period. Well, I gave him some more content. Sheeby's calling me. You can't call me in the middle of the show, motherfucker. What's the matter with you? Because you're a big YouTuber? Get the fuck out of here. Listen, you got to go.
Yeah, I got to go.
You should have hung up. All right, listen. I want to get out of here. In fact, beat it because I'm going.
All right, Dave, show right now.
All right, go. Bye. So long.
See ya.
Listen, to end the show, I'm going to end it a little different. We usually end it real talk. I'm going to end it with Kitty. All right? And I want you to check her out. She's a mega talent. And it was real fun hanging out with her. And this right here is Sum 41's. Let's see. It's Jessica Hill, Sum 41. And it's a cover of her. It's a cover of her song. She does a bunch of covers. And I want you to check out her YouTube channel. Refresh. That is in the description box below. Thanks so much. This has been great. I'll see you all Friday. I got my anniversary tomorrow, and maybe come bring it. Come bring it like Brace did. I don't give a fuck. Check out Ketty. She's the best.
Just how much I need